Hi guys, video at Anirudh Math Academy and my channel. So in this video today we will be looking at how to do something called LCM. Okay, so to those who don't know what LCM is, LCM means LCM means least common multiple. Okay, so it means least common multiple. Okay, so I'll basically you'll need LCM a lot when you actually do like fractions or something. So that's why I recommend that you should know like it right now before you do such things like adding fractions, subtracting fractions, multiplication fractions, and dividing fractions. So suppose let's start off with well, you don't really need them. Sorry, I forgot. You don't need them in multiplying and dividing fractions. You'll only need them when you do this one, addition and subtraction with fractions. So suppose we have a number such as 6 over 2 and plus 7 over 3. Okay, in this situation, since the denominators are not equal, so in this situation, since the denominator and this denominator are not equal, you cannot just do 6 plus 7 equals 13 over 5 because the denominators are not equal. So when the denominators are not equal, you want to get them to the same denominator to get them to add the numerators up, right? You're not just gonna add the denominators up too. You want to first get your new denominators, to the same number. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna zoom out. Yeah, okay. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off with the LCM like this. So we want to create this table like this. It's similar to the division symbol, but it's not really that. So we're gonna put our numbers 2 and 3 in here. Okay, so now we're going to divide up these numbers by a common like factor, so a number that can divide both numbers. Since these both are like well, we could do it by 2, so let's divide these numbers by 2, so you get 1 and 3, and then we can do it by 3, so 3. Okay, so we get 1 and 1. So now that we've gotten our like least numbers, and we can't divide them we can't divide them even more, or it'll take us into like decimals or something. So now that we've got them to their final term, 1 and 1, or 0 and 0 sometimes, but that's okay, we have to now multiply the numbers we have here. So this one, if we had a number, but we don't have anything here, so don't bother about that. So our numbers we have gotten are 2 and 3, right? Our divisors. Now with these two numbers, what you're gonna do is you're gonna multiply them. Okay, that's easy. What is 2 times 3? It's 6. So now our new denominator will be 6. So how are we gonna make it into 6? Cause you could just slash this out, and put 6 and 6, but that's not how this works. Whatever changes, remember this, whatever changes you add to the denominator, you have to add the same change to your numerator. Okay, so in order to turn 2 as the denominator into 6 to the new denominator, you have to times it by 3, multiply it by 3. So if we multiply the denominator by 3, we have to do the same for our numerator 6. So we're gonna do 3 times 6. Okay, that equals 3 times 6 equals 18. Okay, so now our new denominator will be 18. Okay, so let's use blue. So 18. 18. Okay, this is our new denominator and our new numerator, and our denominator is 6 now. Okay, and now we go on to the other our next fraction. So we have 7 over 3, and we slash out the denominator and put 6 instead. So we have 3 here, and 3 times what equals 6? 3 times 2 equals 6. So if we do it times 2 for the bottom, we have to do the same for here. So times 2. Okay, so now we're gonna take our time to figure out what is 7 times 3. 7 times 2, sorry. So 7 times 2 equals 14. Right? Okay, now we have to, our next step is to evaluate. So check it over, see if it's correct or not. So let's move on to our first fraction. So we had 2 as our denominator, so we times it by 3. So we got it. So we evaluated and we got our answers correct. Okay, so now that our denominators are both equal, we can just add up our numerators together. So now what we're going to do, add up our numerators. So 18 plus 14 equals, it equals 32. So we add 32 over 6. And in my previous video, I also showed you guys how to simplify fractions. So now what we're going to do, we're going to simplify it. So 32 over 6 can be simplified throughout the 2 times table. So let's do the 2 times table. So let's put 3. Okay, so 2 1. So we got 16 over 3. And since this is an improper fraction, we have to simplify it even more. Okay, so now we're going to change it into a mixed fraction, because if you leave it as an improper fraction, you'll get the answer wrong. So once we add it into a mixed fraction, we divide it. It equals 5 1 over 3. So this is our answer here. 5 1 over 3. That's our answer. So as you can see here, I will leave it for a few minutes. You guys can add some notes if you need to, or watch the video again. But yeah, so LCM once again means least common multiple. It's when you turn your denominators into the same denominator, but it's always the lowest denominator. 2 and 3 have many numbers in common. They can go up to like 110 or something, or more than 100. Who knows? But there's many answers we can get for the denominator, but we always want the lowest one, the lowest denominator, and the lowest number they have in common. Okay, so that's pretty much it throughout this video, guys, on LCM, and I hope you guys learned something throughout this session. And if you have any trouble or questions still about least common multiple or LCM, just add them in the comment section and I will answer them. Thank you guys very much for watching this video, and bye.